This video is brought to you by Ray's Energy Drink. Make sure to put my promo code UNBOXChallenges96 to get $4.95 off your first order. And welcome to Unboxing Reviews. This is the brand new Moto G Stylus that just came out. We got it at Metro PCS, so make sure to go pick it up today. So real quick, it really doesn't have the spec sheets on the side of the box, so we're gonna just search it for you guys to make it a little bit easier for you guys. For Moto G Stylus. All right, guys, so if you look right here on the phone, it says full phone specifications. We're gonna accept and continue. So as you see, you do have a chin and a forehead. Well, yeah, a chin and a forehead. It's really not a screen to body ratio here. You got your little hole punch in the very far right corner. Yeah, reload. Page isn't working. Surprise, surprise. So this phone is actually really good. I'm an iPhone user, and I told my wife she is very lucky to have this phone. It is an amazing phone, actually. So if you look here, it has a 48 megapixel on the back. It has 4 gigabytes of RAM, and it's running Snapdragon 665, 4000 milliampere battery. Sorry about that. And a 6.4 inch display. So that is all the qualifications. This phone right here is 128 gigabytes of data. It ranges on Amazon for $299, but at Metro you can get it for about $230, $240. So it has a lot of good stuff when it comes to it. See the platform, memory slot, and the main camera is 48 megapixels. Features LED flash, HDR, panorama, video 4K 30 frames per second, 1080p, 1080p whatever. The selfie camera, you have a 16 megapixel on the front, and you know the features are HDR, videos 1080p, 30 frames per second, and it's just all around a good phone. So we're gonna go ahead and test out that camera quality. So we're gonna open up the camera, and all right, so you put stuff right here in front, and then you just take a picture. Now my hands may have been shaking, so I apologize. I'm gonna click on the camera in the far right. Just look at it. Look at the quality that's on the box, just from the main camera on the back. So, you know, you press it, you go back. So we're gonna take a selfie now, aren't we? Let's go ahead and take a selfie. See, look at that. Just look at the quality that comes off of this phone. For a phone that's only $200, you know, you get what you pay for, right? So just look. You can see the shine coming off the iPhone and the tripod itself. It's just, the selfie camera is amazing. So that's what you get when it comes to the selfie. You have a lot of modes when it comes to this. You have WB, you can autofocus it, you can do all types of stuff on the side. Look at all the side areas right here. So, and you also have the option to switch to your camera. I mean your video camera where you can record. And it does have 4K Ultra HD on this thing. You wouldn't think for a phone that's only $200 you can get 4K Ultra HD. That is ridiculous, and it's freaking amazing. So just the quality itself, outside and on the inside, the phone is all around a very good phone. So a lot of people know that the camera specs are what makes a phone, but what makes a phone to me is the speaker quality. So let's go ahead and try and find YouTube Music. We're gonna boost up the speakers for you guys. Now, I'm a big fan of metal music, and that's how you can really test your speakers. Play a metal song. So we're gonna do this. We're gonna do Bullet for My Valentine. Because when you play metal music, you have so many instruments being blasted into the speakers, such as the drums, bass, and guitar. So we're gonna play one of the first songs that I heard from this band called Your Betrayal. Now, granted, my internet connection may be a little slow, so you gotta give it time to get off the ground. We're gonna set the volume in the middle.
Here to keep you connected with 100 meg internet internet and TV for just $49.99 a month. Click now.
This is with a speaker in the middle. If it'll play. Go check out this band, you guys. This is an amazing band. That's for the middle. Now, let's turn it all the way up. It has dual speakers on it. It doesn't sound distorted. It doesn't sound bad. The sound quality is great on this phone. And honestly, you know how I said you have a forehead and a chin? You can barely notice it when you're actually looking at the phone. And it's very cool. And the little top part here, you have your battery life. So as it goes down, the little circle will drain. And something that you would not see in a flagship phone in 2020, you have your headphone jack right here. And it is USB-C, Type-C charging capability. And here's what just the camera looks like on the very back. You got your main camera, your telephoto lens, your wide angle, and everything else. So, and you also have a fingerprint sensor on the back. So you just put your finger right there, unlock the phone. It does not have facial unlock, so that's kind of sad too as well. But then again, the speed of the phone is kind of iffy depending on your taste. She really hasn't had a chance to download most apps. I told her I wanted to do a review video on this thing quick as hell as soon as she got it. So the speed on the phone is actually not that bad. It's actually really, really good. So overall, the Moto G Stylus. Well, let me show you guys the Stylus before I end this video. So here's the Stylus right here. It's actually heavy duty if you look at it. It doesn't pop out like most of these phones do now, but then again, it's a small price to pay for $200. This phone has flagship specs only for $200. That's something you will not find in 2020. Honestly, it has, somewhat of better specs than the iPhone 11 Pro Max, the phone that I am currently using. Now there's some do's and there's some don'ts, there's some pros and there's some cons. The cons is, when it comes to certain phones, the phone itself will light up the picture for you. Sadly, this one does not when you're in low light areas. That's another thing about this phone though. You may be in a low light area. Thanks to this, you have night vision on here. So if you're at a dark place and you want to take a selfie, it has night vision. So that's a plus. That is a major plus. Moto is coming up in the world so far. Moto is coming up for flagship specs in 2020 for only less than $1,000. So make sure to go to Metro PCS and pick you guys up the Moto G Stylus. I promise you will not be disappointed. And that is coming from an avid iPhone user. You guys have a wonderful day. I hope you enjoyed this video.